KEvents@gmail.com. I'm Jennifer Lipp with your TriArc Community Calendar.
Cat Country cares. Cat Country.
Baby, what do you say we just get lost? Leave this one-horse town like two rebels without a cause.
That's a good song.
I've got people in Boston, ain't your daddy still in Des Moines? We can pack up tomorrow, tonight let's flip a coin.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. Testing, 1, 2.
I'm getting your music, not that. I'm like, what is? That's not Hit Town. No? You're fine. There you go. I have back-to-back home games. Well done, Todd. Look at this. Huh? I haven't thought that far, so yeah. I think Byron's the one is up for I forgot to ask him. Byron? Oh, okay.
That one crushed. Gone. Bye-bye. Back column is back. That's all crushed. Left field. Way back to the wall. Ball game. Walk-off 3-run bomb for Carter Crow.
3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts for Owen Davenport. Swung on hard out to left field. It's back. It's gone. Sean Cover, 3-run home run. 2-pitch from Billick. Gets him swinging for out number 3.
Well, to deep center.
Hey, Bubba.
Hit hot. Wide head. Center field by London Stewart.
1-2 from Cicero. Rings him up. Strikes out the side. Swung on hard into left center field, and that's going to do it. A walk-off double for Cover wins the game for your Wampus Cats.
I gotta say.
Wampus Cats. The right side.
Batting first and catching number 4, Max Holland.
Okay, yeah, go.
Batting second and playing shortstop, number 18, Sean Cover.
Is proud to be home of the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports, presented by Chris Crane Hyundai. Join Eric King and J.R. Runyon as we follow the Conway Wampus Cats all season long. Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5 Sports, brought to you in part by Centennial Bank, Chris Crane Hyundai, Baptist Health, Haynes Ace Hardware, Diamond, Arkansas Eye Care Group, Conway Regional Health, and is driven by Genesis of Conway. It's time for the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports. Now, let's join Eric King and the radio voice of Conway Sports, J.R. Rendon, for the call of tonight's action on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
And good evening. Welcome back for baseball action here on this Thursday or this Friday night. My days and nights are all mixed up. When we come back, we'll give you our starting lineups and we'll get ready for game time. But we're going to take a short break and come back after this on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
Spring has sprung, and so had the savings at local Tire and Wheel.
Timing, too, just in time for Easter.
If you have family coming over, you want to spruce up that porch for spring, we've got a color to go with everybody.
All right, a huge shipment of beautiful hanging baskets, just $10.99. Get them while you can at Haynes Home Center, number 4 Davis Drive off Harding Street in Morrilton, or at Haynes Ace Hardware, 1085 Morningside Drive in Conway.
Spring is here, and that landscape design that has been going around in your mind since the grass turned brown is now the wife's #1 project.
Honey, are you done yet?
The facts are, you know what you want, and you think you know what you need, but where are you going to find someone who's got this? You want what? You're doing this? At Dirty Landscape Supply, you will find the state's largest bulk landscape selection of rock, mulch, premium garden soil, and all the other things you need to turn your yard, property, or workplace into your own personal landscape. And Durden has the expertise and understanding to help you navigate drainage issues. That means knowledge as well as the best selection of quality drainage supplies, including culverts of all needed sizes. Durden Landscape Supply is the choice when it comes to expert guidance in making decisions particular to your situation. Durden Landscape Supply also has statewide delivery, so even if your project is at the lake or elsewhere, Durden is ready to deliver, literally. Durden Landscape Supply, where they treat you like a pro. 50 Stanford Road in the Flats on Highway 65 between Conway and Greenbrier.
Now, back to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
And welcome back to baseball action here on this Friday night. And JR and Eric King joining you here for the Wampus Cats, coming off a big win last night against Cabot and looking to continue the winning ways here tonight at home. against Maumelle. We are ready to roll. The first hitter up is the third baseman for Maumelle. That is Hulse Hankins, number 17. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. On the hill for the Wampus Cats here today is Silas Cicero. He'll get the start here for the Wampus Cats. That pitch down and away. 1-1 the count. Eric, I was thinking about this earlier today. When you look at this this wind today, a ball hit to right center could go over the left field wall.
Yeah, Noel, that's what it was last night. I mean, the flag was blowing. You'd think it's dead left, but it's really left center, and it's Max Hollins. I think that's how it got out of here.
Good wall clearing type of weather here tonight. All right, the 1-2 pitch, or the 1-2 pitch. Yeah, I said it right the first time. Fouled off again at the plate here, and the count stays 1-2. Simon Abel with the big hit to end the game last night. The pitch is outside 2-2, and that 3 RBI double to make it a 10-run advantage in the bottom of the 6th, and the Cats are able to wrap it early last night. That's hit into right center field. Well hit. A little bobble, but quickly back in, and it's a leadoff single for Hulse Hankins. And that's last. I hadn't figured out that book yet.
No, you're fine.
And I have not put the Conway roster in yet. I was only here a few minutes before you were. All right, up next here for Maumelle, it'll be Isaac Warrior, the right fielder, shows the bunt, keeps it laid out there, and is fouled off to the left side. I was watching a little of that game last night, and Willie Voss laid down an absolutely perfect third base line bunt last night.
He did.
I mean, just absolutely picture perfect.
Well, and Whit Williams did the same as they moved the runner over. It was a great hit early in that third inning, kind of their big inning.
The 0-1 pitch shows bunt again. This time lays it down pretty good. Only play is going to be at first, and unfortunately, a little miscommunication there. And Max Holland.
Oh, I'm yelling on the radio. Sorry.
You've never done that before.
No,
And Cicero, instead of just getting out of the way and letting Max take that, there's a little bit of collision, and in the process, the runner is safe at first. So now there's runners at first and second and nobody out. And Gavin Mormon, the left fielder for Maumelle, comes to the plate. Pitch is outside. Ball 1. Hit hard foul to the right side.
Just a piece of that one. That was
Maumelle 8-2-1 on the season. Got enough of it to put a little ding on it. 1-1 to count.
Nice pitch there. Nice pitch.
Nice frame. One ball, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Nobody has scored yet. Just into our third batter of the evening. Up high, and the count goes to 2-2. Maumelle sitting at 4-0 in 5A Central. 1 game ahead of Sylvan Hills, Benton, and Greenbrier. Swing and miss. Strike 3, first down of the inning.
What a great pitch right there by Abel. And Jay, this Conway defense, I know that offense is coming alive. This Conway defense is doing the same. It's finding its spot, and of course we know how the catcher and shortstop and how that's going to go.
So 1 out, runners at first and second. Cleanup batter to the plate. Looks at a called strike one. Roger Claret, the center fielder for Maumelle today. Hitting from the left side, and that ball is thrown into center field, and that will advance the runners.
I think it was intended to be thrown directly to second baseman, and it just kind of sky went over his head.
So now two runners in scoring position here in the top of the first inning for Maumelle. With the cleanup hitter at the plate, and Roger Claret. Cicero steps off of the rubber for a moment. Swing and a miss. Strike two.
Yeah, I think that pickoff play was going to be kind of a planned, what I would consider fake pickoff play, and throw directly to second and try to pick him off.
Pitch is down low and inside, 4-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, runners at second and third, 1 out in the inning. Double play out of play at this point. And that's going to be hit right to Sean Cover. I started to say that was almost an opportunity for a double play. if Cover had gotten up maybe a little bit quicker, he might have had a chance to tag the runner out. And
great job.
I would have looked stupid.
Well, great job there catching that in the air, and because that fell right. It was a hard hit ball that fell right before his feet.
So Brody Rochelle will come to the plate. Rochelle will be the pitcher on the bump here tonight for Maumelle. Runners at second and third, but now 2 outs. The delayed strike call. We had this guy last year a couple times. It's like, that's okay, yeah, he agrees. That's a strike.
Yeah, it was awesome. I do want to show you a few files I have too.
The 0-1 pitch now from Cicero. High bounder to third. Fielded and over to first, and working out of 2 base runners, Cyrus Cicero wraps up the inning with just 1 hit and no runs, and after a half inning, our score is 0-0. Back with the Wampus Cats next here on Cat Country.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success.
I'm going to put it
We will send to the plate, leading off and playing catcher, Max Holland. Sean Cover is playing shortstop, hitting in the 2-hole. London Stewart, designated hitter in the 3 slot, tossing a great game last night, a complete game victory for the Wampus Cats. Willie Voss is cleaning things up at first base. In the number 5 slot, today's pitcher, Silas Cicero. Hitting 6 is Simon Abel, the hero of the 6th inning last night, playing third base. Kean Brown is at second base, hitting 7th. Colson Ashcraft in left field. Williams is in right field, hitting in the 9-hole, and Ryder Cook is in center field. And that's your starting lineup here for tonight's Wampus Cats.
See, we're talking about Abel there. That was a great play there by Abel at third base to catch that hard hit ball on a big hop, and he took it right to Willie Voss over there on first base. What a way to get out of that inning there. And you're right, being here last night for a couple innings, Stewart probably pitched one of the better games I've seen him pitch all year long. He was spot on.
Well, it's nice to beat Cabot anytime. It's nice to beat Cabot and get the the heads-up advantage,
Catcher, number 4.
defeating them by 10, having lost to them by 3 on Tuesday night. So Max Holland will come to the plate for the Wampus Cats. Holland with an on-base percentage of .596 so far on the season, hitting .489. And looks at a pitch outside for ball 1. Max has 16 RBI on the season, 22 hits, 7 doubles, and 2 home runs, including the one last night. It was gone off the bat. That pitch is inside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, nobody out. Leadoff man here for the Wampus Cats in the bottom of the first. Hit hard and high and foul off to the right side. So Conway will travel to Jonesboro on Tuesday, and then Jonesboro will come in here on Thursday of next week as the conference schedule resumes. Jonesboro and Cabot technically sitting on top, and there's going to be a hit by pitch, and down to first base will go Mr. Max Holland, at least for a minute.
Next up for the Wampus Cats.
Now say that because there will be a courtesy runner. Courtesy runner for the Wampus Cats.
Running at first base. C.J. Gibson.
C.J. Gibson. Sean Cover hitting in the 2-hole has got the second best average on the season so far for Conway at .455. And that's going to get away from the catcher, and Gibson will get into second base easily.
That's a dangerous throw when you know he's already down there.
Yeah, no kidding. And it wasn't exactly close to being on line either. Gibson gets the lead off second. The 1-0 pitch. Up by 2 balls and no strikes.
I'll say it's the best 1-2 combination in high school baseball.
You think?
With Holland and Cover.
You think? Maybe. Fouled off to the left side. Cover with 10 RBI on the season, 20 hits. The 2-1 pitch. And for the second time in his many batters, a hit by pitch will send Wampus Cat down to first base. And so now runners at first and second, nobody out. And that'll bring London Stewart to the plate for Conway.
2 up, 2 hit. This Maumelle team is pretty impressive for them to be where they are right now. It looks like we're going to get a timeout by the coach, but you know the lead kid is pitching now at Fayetteville, and he was kind of one of their. He was their horse last year, so
yeah. A little conversation between coach and pitcher, and conversation with the Wampus Cats offense. It's like, hey, if they're going to talk, we're going to talk.
I don't know if I can talk with this music in the background. I didn't know what's going on here.
Well, they got Roach in charge of the music, so you know that's. Yeah. All right, everybody retreats back to their places. London Stewart At the plate here for the Wampus Cats, again coming off a great night on the mound last night for Conway. Almost laid down perfectly, but just a little bit to the left of the third base line, so it goes foul. Interesting, the 1-2-3 hitters for Conway are also the 1-2-3 hitters in average for Conway. London Stewart hitting .362. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Swinging and fouled off that time to go to 0-2 count.
I think London had an idea what he wanted to do with that one.
Yep. Oh, 2 the count. Runners at first and second, nobody out. London Stewart takes a potential double play ball, but mishandled, and everybody's safe off of the heel of the glove of the shortstop, and he just still wasn't able to field it cleanly, and so now Conway's got the bases loaded with nobody out. And Willie Voss to the plate.
I think shortstop had 2 on his mind all the way, and just
his head got ahead of his hands.
Exactly.
Which normally it's my hands that get ahead of my head, and I end up tripping, falling, and not good results. All right, so the bases are loaded. Nobody out for Conway here in the bottom of the first inning. And that's going to be hit to the left side. And on the left side of the foul pole. Not to get into any arguments about foul pole, fair pole. The 0-1 pitch to Willie Voss is down low, and the count goes to 1-1.
Which, Coach Harden likes to see this start with bases loaded in first inning, no outs right now, regardless how they got there.
Yeah. Help or not, take advantage. Now you got to take advantage of it, though. That's down low for ball 2.
I'm like you. I'm ready for him to call a strike when he raises up like that.
Makes you think, huh? And I don't do that very often. Willie Voss at the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Bases loaded. That does not find the outside corner.
No, that started outside and didn't quite get the break on.
Never came back inside.
Exactly.
I think the umpire was waiting for it to.
It was.
It's like, are you? Are you? No. So 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch, and for the 3rd time in 4 batters, a hit by pitch is going to walk in or bring in the opening run for Conway. It's 1-0. Willie Voss will go down to first base, and the bases will stay loaded, and still nobody out.
The pitcher, number 8.
Silas Cicero now with a chance to help himself out, help his cause here. The base is loaded.
Wow. Not too many times you see the first 4 batters, 3 of them have been hit.
There's the strike called. Silas is like, okay, if you're going to get that one, make sure you give me that one when I'm out there on the hill, too. That looked like it was headed for that left shoulder.
Well, and I think that's what Silas thought, too.
Yeah. He's like, okay, I'm pitching. Do I want to get hit? 1 ball, 1 strike. Ooh. That was way delayed and way outside, it appeared to me. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Like saying one of those pitches, Silas is going to remember and say, okay, I want that one too. And nice job. Great job of hitting. Just send it back up the middle of the field, and 2 runs will score for Conway. And the runners will advance to second and third.
Tell you what, that was a curveball that just hung up there too much, too long, and Silas just kind of sat back there and hit it right back where it came from.
He did a great job of just fishing that one out of there. Great contact hitting, great job there by Silas Cicero. Knocks in a couple of runs, and Conway now leads 3-0 with their first hit of the afternoon. More hit by pitch than balls hit into play so far. That brings Simon Abel, the hero from last night, to the plate for Conway, playing third base today. Trying to help him out here a little bit, I think. Still no outs in the inning. Pitch called to strike. So is that one.
Hadn't lazily made it.
So 0-2 the count. Runners at second and third, nobody out. That one way outside. Trying to get him to go fishing, and he wasn't interested in a trip to the lake today. High bounder to the third will score the run. And also everybody will be safe. And the runner will advance to second as the throw was off target to the first baseman. He couldn't pull it down to get the out. And Conway's got runners at the corners and still nobody out. But now 4 runs across here in the bottom of the first inning. And Maumelle struggling right now.
Yeah, defensively, I mean, the pitcher's having some issues finding the zone. The Cats are not having any issues scoring right now.
No.
4-0 with no out.
Runners at the corners, nobody out. And now a runner's going to be at second and third as that pitch gets away from the catcher. And Keenan Brown at the plate.
Unless they're just struggling. I'm surprised he's hung out here with him this long.
Well, and one of those situations where you don't know what they've gone through this week and how many pitchers they've gone through. That's the bad thing about a Friday game. Friday non-conference, and conference is, quote, what matters, but you also don't want to come out and get embarrassed. And right now, Conway's putting a little bit of the hurt on. A couple of errors and 1 base hit, and 4 runs have crossed, and runners are at second and third. And a 3-0 count here to Kean Brown. Down to first base will go Kean Brown, and the bases be loaded again. It's time for Colson Ashcraft.
This might be the...
I think this is the hook.
Either that or he's bringing him another glove to throw. No.
Nope. So we'll have the pitching change. We'll take the timeout and come back. Conway leads 4-0 in the bottom of the first, still with no outs and the bases loaded. Back after this on Cat Country.
This might be a short one.
Yeah.
All right, folks, some big news from Haynes Home Center in Morrilton and from Haynes Ace Hardware in
So
Conway.
25-run rule after 2.
Easter weekend. Brian Porterfield, tell us all about it.
We just got a last-minute delivery from a grower of ours with an entire truckload of our 10.99 hanging baskets just in time for Easter.
I saw some pictures on your Facebook page, and these are gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous. They are larger than any of our promotion collection baskets we have ever had. If you loved our baskets we got in early this week, which flew off the shelf, these, if you can believe it, are bigger and better than those.
And what great timing, too, just in time for Easter.
If you have family coming over, you want to spruce up that porch for spring, we've got a color that'll go with every front porch.
All right, a huge shipment of beautiful hanging baskets, just $10.99. Get them while you can at Haynes Home Center, number 4 Davis Drive off Harding Street in Morrilton, or at Haynes Ace Hardware, 1085 Morningside Drive in Conway.
Now, back to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports.
Is that 8 or 9?
98.9 and 92.5.
Turn around here in a minute.
And it looks like either A.J. Barber or Aston Sherman, trying to determine if that's a 9 or an 8 or just what number.
Looks like 8.
I think it's 8. I do too. A.J. Barber on the bump now for Maumelle. Comes on with the bases loaded. And the number 8 hitter for Conway, Colston Ashcraft and Whit Williams still due up here in the bottom of the first. Again, nobody out. Conway leading by a score of 4-0. They finally surpassed the number of hit by pitch on the scoreboard.
Yeah. Well,
Next up for the
I don't
number 9, Carter.
Like I said, I think he might have been in there longer than I thought.
Actually, Carter Crow comes to the plate. So that wasn't the lineup I had. And that's not the lineup that was sent to me. But it is Carter Crow at the plate.
He had a big hit yesterday.
Looks at a first pitch ball from the new pitcher. There's a strike call. A little bit harder thrower on the bump right now.
And he's about 3 inches shorter,
Yeah,
smaller.
I was going to say about half the size, too. I don't know if it was my perspective or just what, but down there I kept thinking, this Maumelle team's not very big. Ball gets away from the catcher, but he chases it down and no play. Nobody tries to advance. So I'll take it to 2 balls and 1 strike. High bounder to the left side. And the only play they'll make is at first.
Yep.
Ooh.
It's a melting pot.
When things are going wrong, they're going wrong. Mm-hmm. So the run scores, and now we're sitting at 5-0.
Next up for the Wampus Cats, right fielder number 22, Whit Williams.
So Whit Williams will come to the plate again with the bases loaded. Still nobody out. 5 runs across already for Conway.
Too much of something to make people did.
There's a potential double play ball. Can they get the 1? They do get the 1, but do not get the 2. In fact, Conway's going to score 2 runs on it because the throw got away again from first base, and the infield is having a hard time here tonight for Maumelle.
Next up for the Wampus Cats, the catcher, number
Rochelle
4,
must feel like he is not having a good night, moving from the mound to first and then involved with 2 errors there that have now allowed Conway to score 7. But the good news is for Maumelle, there's only 1 base runner on board. Bad news is we're back to the top of the lineup, and Max Holland will come to the plate and scampering down to second base on a wild pitch is Whit Williams.
That ball bounced before it got to the dirt.
Yeah. You're saying Whit, if he'd been watching, might have even been to third?
No, not Whit. Not Whit.
The pitch. Ball 2.
Whit's got some wheels for a guy his size, but not too bad. I thought he's got an oven mitt on out there. Look at that guy. He looks like he's supposed to go weld something.
The pitch. Hit hard down the third base line. That is easily a double for Max Holland, as he gets in a stand-up double and scores the run. And just the second hit of the inning, and Conway already leads now by a score of 8-0. Max Holland.
Second base, C.J. Gibson, and at the plate, shortstop, number 18, Sean Cove.
Does what he needs to do. That was a great, well-hit ball right down that third base line. I mean, you'd had to have been playing the bag at third to have any chance on that one, as hard as that was hit off the bat.
And I'm not sure how much of it you wanted either, because that was
might have eaten you up.
That was stung a little bit.
So Sean Cover will come to the plate as Gibson returns out to the field for the second time in this inning.
I do think it's 15 after 3. I don't know if they still have that rule or not, but
it might, because I've seen some conference games not go any more than 15 or 18. That's hit out of play. Foul. Eight nothing the score. If you just tuned in on your way home here this afternoon, the Conway Wampus Cats facing off against Maumelle in a non-conference outing. Coming off the big win over Cabot last night, 11-1. I think the pitcher wanted that one. Kind of kicked us up like, really?
It's probably like I was with my college degree. Listen, I've been up here for long enough. Just give me something. Just give me a little help.
A.J. Barber now, the second pitcher on the rubber here for Maumelle in this first inning. Cover just missed that one. With that swing, that might have been left center field out.
That might have been career center.
2-2 the count, 1 out, runner at second. Conway leading 8-0 in the bottom of the first. And down to third base will go Gibson as catcher lost sight of the ball. And
they're living and dying by that breaking pitch right now, and right now they're dying by it.
Yeah. I think it's dead. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Sean Cover. Runner at third, 1 out of the inning. Conway already with 8 across. Ooh, he wanted none of that.
No, sir. No, sir, he did not.
And Sean Cover delivers it right back from where it came from. And with that hit, Sean Cover is now the all-time total bases record holder for Conway High.
Well, let me tell you something. That right there is large company. Because I just heard Jay Maddox's name, who player that spent some time in the league and got drafted.
Well, he had 238, and so did Sean coming into tonight. With that base hit, it's now 239, and Sean Cover's at the top of the list.
And that's not to mention all the other great ones that Conway's had that we've had the opportunity.
Well, you've got the
Clay
Coates, Mike Wiley, Zach Cates, Tyler Langley, Chris Curry, Jordan Wicks is on that list. Jacob Adams and Cade Tucker.
I'm going to tell you what we got now. We got a lot of good golfers on that list.
Exactly. London Stewart at the plate now for Conway. Sean said, I'll just stay right here for right now. 9-0 Conway. Still with just one out here in the bottom of the first inning. We're back on the number 3 hitter for the second time this inning.
I think I saw the battery sign.
That's up and out of the zone. The count goes to 3-0.
I can still hear if I'm on. But then
If you've got on base, you've scored. If you're a Cat today.
It's pretty good mark so far. Down to first base, we'll go London Stewart. Newcastle have runners at first and second still with just one out in the inning. And Willie Voss back up to the plate for Conway.
Except for the Wampus Cats, first baseman, number 2, Willie Voss.
The song sounds kind of like me getting out of bed.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I like it.
9-0, Conway leads. Runners at first and second, still with one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Willie Voss back to the plate for Conway.
Gosh.
And another hit batter. The 4th of the night. Now, is that his second or?
That would be, yeah, Voss got hit the first time.
Okay. So, for the second time tonight, Willie Voss feels like a punching bag. And for the third time in the inning, Maumelle head coach headed out to the rubber to have a conversation, and he's going to go ahead and take the ball, and we're going to have another pitching change. So another pitching change, it means that we'll take another break and come back. Conway leads 9-0 back after this on Cat Country.
Spring is here, and that landscape design that has been going around in your mind
Wow.
since the grass was brown is now the wife's #1 project.
Honey, are you done yet?
The facts are, you know what you want.
Is that Dave?
You know what
Yeah.
you need. But where are you going to find someone?
Said,
who's
honey,
not
I got the
just
perfect line for you.
interested to a rack and lay it out to their lunch break. At Dirt Landscape Supply, you will find the state's
Who's this guy, 17?
landscape selection of rock, mulch, premium garden soil, and all the other things you need to turn your yard, property, or workplace into your own personal
Hulse
land.
Hinkins,
And Jordan has the
the third baseman.
and understanding to help you navigate drainage issues. That means knowledge as well as the best selection of quality drainage supplies, including culverts of all needed sizes. Durden Landscape Supply is the choice when it comes to expert guidance in making decisions particular to your situation. Durden Landscape Supply also has statewide delivery, so even if your project is at the lake or elsewhere, Durden is ready to deliver, literally. Durden Landscape Supply, where they treat you like a pro. 50 Stanford Road in the Flats on Highway 65 between Conway and Greenbrier.
Now, back to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
Welcome back. Moving from third to the mound is Hulse Hinkins to take over the pitching responsibilities here in the bottom of the first inning. Conway leading by a score of 9-0. Bases will be loaded again here for Silas Cicero. Now, how often do you as a pitcher have a chance to make an impact on your game by batting twice in the first inning?
Pitcher number 8.
I would say not very often.
Not many. Not many because, after this spot, not many pitchers get to hit.
Exactly. All right, the bases are loaded. One out in the inning. Silas Cicero at the plate.
Trying to see, I think he... did he get hit last? No, he actually got a hit.
Got a hit, yeah. One of only 3 in the ballgame so far for Conway. Ooh.
That one just hung around up there. That was a sympathy pitch.
Yeah. The count goes to 0-2.
Now, what you don't want to do is be the guy that makes all 3 outs in the same inning.
No.
It's good to bat around as a team, and it's good to bat maybe 2 times through the lineup, but you don't want to be that guy.
Yeah. Two and two the count as that one skips up into the dirt before it gets to the plate. Nine nothing Conway. And that'll be out of play. Count sits at 2-2 with 1 out. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the first inning, and Conway leading by a score of 9-0. Hankins, that one's going to skip away, and they are going to try to make the play at the plate, but it's not in time. And Sean Cover says, "You're not going to catch me."
Yeah, I was going to say my money's on Cover on that one.
Didn't even have to slide, just trotted across. Conway now leads 10-0, and runners at second and third. 3-2 the count to Silas Cicero. Four errors already in this first inning for Maumelle.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Those fingers were close to that one.
Yeah. It's like, hey, you're the pitcher today.
Yeah.
Well, at least you were. I don't know.
It might be short. At 10-0, it might be short for him.
So runners at second and third, still full count. Hankins delivers. Hit right back up the middle. Shortstop ranges over to get the second out of the inning, but a run scores, and it's now 11-0. Simon Abel will come back to the plate here for Conway.
Number 3, Simon Abel.
He's like, there's not enough guys on the bags for me this time. Only one. So Conway leads 11-0 here. Bottom of the first inning. That was fouled off. Hankins looks over. Count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning now. Pitch is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Ooh, that was a nice pitch there.
That was. That bit that top outside corner of the plate. That's hit to third, fielded cleanly. Lazy enough, but enough on it. And 4 errors, 3 hits, and 11 runs later, we're out of the first inning. Conway leads 11-0. Back after this on Cat Country.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
All right, folks, some big news from Haynes Home Center in Morrilton and from Haynes Ace Hardware in Conway. And just in time for the Easter weekend,
Goodness.
Brian Porterfield, tell us all about it.
We just got a last-minute delivery from a grower of ours with an entire truckload of our 1099 hanging baskets just in time for Easter.
I saw some pictures on your Facebook page, and these are gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Well, it's a great deal we had with Reed today.
That was awfully fun.
We
Yep.
have ever had. If you love loved our baskets we got in early this week, which flew off the shelf. These, if you can believe it, are bigger and better than those.
And what great timing, too, just in time for Easter.
If you have family coming over, you want to spruce up that porch for spring, we've got a color that'll go with every front porch.
All right, a huge shipment of beautiful hanging baskets, just $10.99. Get them while you can. At Haynes Home Center, number 4 Davis Drive off Harding Street in Morrilton, or at Haynes Ace Hardware, 1085 Morningside Drive in Conway.
Now, back to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
So Conway puts up double figures in the bottom of the first inning and lead by score 11-0.
One of them innings where you expect to see like a grand slam or a couple hits put together, but no, the only hits were, other than 3, were hit batters.
Yeah, there was 3 or 4 of those.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Maumelle is trying to scratch back into this one. First pitch called strike, a little delayed action there. Max Milligan, the shortstop, number 6 hitter, at the plate here for Maumelle. Strike 2. That's not just a delay, that is a big delay. You're looking at the, I just looked at his number. Swing and a miss, then down to first base. Or out number 1. You skipped your center fielder.
Yeah, he wouldn't have done nothing anyways.
Yeah. Credit him with that strikeout. So that'll bring to the plate Jaden Bain, the second baseman. Looks about 2 inches tall up there. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I hear the geese out there.
Yeah. Bunch of noisemakers. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Way out ahead of that one.
Yeah, he was
already on his recoil and getting ready to.
He was. He didn't
swing again.
He's almost ready to walk back by the mound. There, you see,
And now he's come on, come on, man.
I'm glad I'm not calling 11-0 ball game because that would have been a strike 3.
Pitch just outside, 2-2 the count. 1 out in the inning. Not even enough lights on the scoreboard to put up 11 runs in that first inning.
No, kind of limited.
And that'll take the count to 3-2.
Hope this umpire don't get locked, Joe.
Silas Cicero delivers the pitch. Foul back here to the fence. Count stays 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on board. We're in the top of the second inning. That was fouled out of play as well. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second out of the inning. And bring to the plate.
Now batting the first baseman. Check that. Now batting number 8, A.J. Barber.
Check that.
A.J. Barber, who is on the mound now. They didn't check with us on their lineup card. He looks at a call, strike 1. Barber is the current pitcher, right? Or was he the middle pitcher?
I don't know. We'll have to check numbers when we get back out there.
We'll find out in the bottom of the second. The pitch is down low. Ball 2 or ball 1. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch swung out and missed, strike 2.
He didn't want no part of that. He's stepping in the bucket there.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like looks like one of your swings.
Well, I just fixing to say, it's almost stepping in the bucket. Who, Coach Reed, my high school coach, it's his birthday today, and his son coaches out here for Conway. So, happy birthday to Coach Tommy Reed.
Absolutely.
But yes, he would tell me to quit stepping in the bucket. Yes.
2-2 the count. 2 outs. The pitch. In there for strike 3, ring him up. And the Cats get out of the inning without allowing a run or a base runner. And we played 1.5, and Conway leads 11-0. Back after this on Cat Country.
The community of Conway continues to be committed. Customers, perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or
I don't know.
Leading off for the Wampus Cats, second baseman number 7, Kian.
Hankins back on the mound for his second inning of work, and Kim Brown delivers a shot into left center field. And he'll be at second base with a leadoff stand-up double.
I tell you, his speed right there, because the nice effort there by the left fielder, but just a little bobble up there by the center fielder, and Kean's standing on second.
So the Cats trying to pick up where they left off back in the first inning. But the leadoff hitter at second base. And Carter Crow will come to the plate. It was a ball, too, that was by Brown. It was probably helped a little bit by that wind.
Mm-hmm.
That will go into left field for a single. The runner will hold at third, and there'll be runners at the corners with nobody out. As Carter Crow gets on board, and Whit Williams comes back to the plate. His second trip there tonight.
Right fielder number 22, Whit Williams.
Puts the bat into it. Going to be tough for the right fielder to get to, and he can't, but it does go foul.
Good hustle out there by the right fielder.
Yep, he tried. So everybody will retreat back. The center fielder, I think he came over almost all the way to the first base right field line. Like the right fielder kind of got shaken up just a little bit on that play. Kind of trying to shake it off now. The 0-1 count. The pitch from Hankins. Down low, ball one. I probably have more of a delay on my balls and strikes call with this official.
Well, he's got
I'm just not sure because he's got such a delay.
Yeah. Say.
No delay on that one. It's outside. The count goes to 2-1. One pitch fouled off. The count goes to 2-2. Fouled off.
Good job by Witt up there battling.
Two the count. Runners at first and third. Nobody out. Conway up 11-0. That's going to be hit to the right field side again, but again goes foul.
He's keeping it away from him, and he's getting a piece of that ball.
Everybody gets back in position. Two runners on board. 2-2 the count. Number 22 at the plate looks at a pitch outside, and the count goes to 3-2. Say there were a lot of twos out there for a minute.
I think so, yeah.
Doesn't matter. In fact, that'll score the run. Not
that's
situational, not thinking. As the ball was thrown by the catcher down to second base, who the runner was trying to steal, but it wasn't a steal because it was a walk. And then the ball goes into center field and
Next up for the Wampus
down from third base. Cam Brown scores the 12th run of the ball game for Conway. Back to the top of the lineup we go with still nobody out. Runners at first and second. As they say, no place to put Max Holland.
none.
And with Sean Cover behind him. Not looking good for Maumelle here. Pitch is outside. Ball one. Max came in to the night leading in average for Wampus Cats. Good pitch and strike one. Small Mail coming into tonight was 8-2. We had a tie overall on the season. 4-0 in 5A Central play. Conway defeated Maumelle last year, 8-2 in the Frontline Classic at Majestic Park. Only the third time these two schools have played. Hit on the fist. Should drift, and no, it won't drift enough. It'll be caught in foul territory for the first out of the inning. Max Holland retired for the first time tonight.
Number 18, Sean.
So Sean Culver will come to the plate. He's been on board twice and scored twice already. Set the mark for total bases back in his last at bat as Wampus Cat. Nice pitch there.
I think I know one thing. He needs to keep that down. If he don't keep that down, this will
be tacking on to his record.
It'd be tacking on his record.
Gives him to look at same pitch. He just took a little bit off of it that time. Culver falls behind 0-2.
Surely you're not going to throw him a strike at 0-2.
A pie, ball one.
Good idea.
The 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Conway with one already across here in the inning. Has runners at first and second with one out.
Somebody drives by, they're going to think that they scored one run in the first and one run in the second. That's
Yeah.
not true. They scored 11 runs in the first.
Hung that one up high. Fouled off. I don't know if you call that fighting that one off or
staying alive. He's staying alive.
Doing his John Travolta out there. One ball, two strikes, one out. Runners at first and second. Count goes to 2-2 with that pitch.
So you'll probably see another curveball here.
Yeah, I think that would be for us to do anyway. Like I talked about, it tells people they hear sound coming back when we come back. But we also tell them if they want to use their outlet, they do that.
The pitch. Skips up to the plate. Down to third base. Will go Carter Crow. Now runners at the corners. Takes the count to full at 3-2. Sean Culver at the plate for Conway. Down to first base will go Sean Culver with a one-out walk. Now the bases are loaded.
That's one of those respect walks.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not giving you anything to swing at.
I got lucky and got 2 strikes. I'm not throwing nothing else.
London Stewart.
Left-handed London Stewart comes to the plate now. The base is loaded. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Conway leading 12-0. And there for strike one. Pistol firing.
Yeah, exactly.
Must have gone to Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
Or Red Redder, one or the other. Not close on that one. Count goes to 1-1.
Lucky the catcher caught that one.
Yeah. from the Stewart at the plate. Swing and a miss. One of the few swing and miss pitches that we have seen.
Yeah, we've not seen many
here tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, bases loaded here in the bottom of the second inning. Conway leading 12-0. Pitch is well out of the zone.
Wow.
Pitcher had to stretch for that one.
More than a 15-second ad if you got one. That's part of your deal.
2-2 pitch. Swung at and missed. Took a little off of that one, and I think he was expecting a little bit different look. Too late, he committed to swing, and so being 2 outs now. Bases loaded, and Willie Voss come to the plate. I don't think my body can move that way.
No. I know mine can't.
Hit well to left center. Will it get down? It does. That'll score 2. And now I may get the 3rd out of the inning. But the runners score. No, they're calling him safe at 3rd. Missed the tag. Missed the tag, so safe at 3rd is Sean Cover. And runners at 2nd and 3rd now with 2 more runs across, and Conway leads 14-0. A well hit ball that time by Willie Voss.
Next up for the Wampus Cats, the pitcher number 8, Silas Cicero.
I thought he had him dead to right at 3rd.
I did too.
It was Sean Cover. So runners at 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs in the inning. Silas Cicero at the plate for Conway. 14-0 now. Conway leads here in the bottom of the 2nd. There's a strike called. Hankins has looked the best of the 3 pitchers here today for Maumelle, and he started the ball game at 3rd. Skips that one up there just as soon as I talk good about him.
He heard you.
The broadcaster jinx, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Conway leading 14-0 in the bottom of the 2nd inning. That one's hit high to the right side of the infield. Second baseman underneath it squeezes it for the 3rd out of the inning. But Conway puts 3 more across. Another error and a couple more base hits. And after 2, Conway leads 14-0. Back after this on Cat Country.
Stand is open now.
On the bump for the Wampus Cats, the quarterback, Wesley Tapp will start things off here in the top of the third inning. So Conway leads 14-0. What they need to do here, I could say, just to keep the confusion for those driving by who see 13 and 14 up there, they need to put 7 runs or maybe 9 runs in that first inning, and then put the other in the, the second inning, just so that people don't think their math is all messed up.
Leading off for the Hornets, number 5, Levi Warrior.
So one of the 2 Warriors on this Hornet team to the plate here. The number 9 hitter, Levi Warrior, and he swings and misses the first pitch.
This pitch there by Tapp started off.
Does not get the call on that one. Notice how I said that.
Yeah.
Does get the call on that one. Strike 2.
That had a little heat behind it.
I was going to say that had some oomph.
Had some anger from not getting that second pitch call.
Yeah. And there's some FPH. That was a little outside. The count goes to 2-2. Boy, you're noisy. Swung at a bad pitch, but that's all right. It's strike 3, and first out of the inning, and back to the top of the lineup we'll go with the now current pitcher of record,
Now batting number 17,
Hulse Hankins, coming to the plate. Conway with 14 runs, and we're just now going through the lineup for the second time for Maumelle. Ouch. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Gets the strike call on that one.
Nice job there.
Good job, Max.
Holland.
Good job, Max.
Nice job.
Hit to right field. Broke on it wrong, but then come back and catches it. Nice job out there by Whit Williams, as he broke on it like it was going to go deep and then held up and had to come back and dive for it and caught it for the second out of the inning.
now batting number 4,
May not have been pretty, but it's effective.
Isaac Warrior.
It worked.
As they say, pretty effective. It's going to bring Isaac Warrior to the plate. Speaking of right fielders, the Hornet right fielder today. Up a little bit. It's like to be Maumelle and have to look out there with that big old guy out there throwing balls at you. Fouls that one off. Takes the count to 1-1.
Looks like Silas went to second, and Brown went to center field.
Oh, okay. And that was going to skip up a little bit. It's going to be the Henson Cargill skip a rope. Skip a rope. Two balls, one strike. The pitch hit hard to the right side. That'll be a base hit into right field. Williams will get over there and throw it back in plenty of time. And a 2-out single.
a big guy right here.
Now batting number 24.
He's the left fielder. Long and lanky. I liked his swing, his first trip up. Runner at first, 2 outs. Got a jump, but did not go at first. It's high to the right side. Will he boss under it for the 3rd out of the inning? Maumelle leads the runner, has 1 hit. After 2.5, Conway leads 14-0. Back after this on Cat Country. Right field to the bump. Simon Abel will be up, along with Kean Brown and Carter Crow. 2 up here in the home half of the 3rd inning. Again, Conway 6 hits on the afternoon. They're taking advantage of 5 errors from Maumelle. And have put 14 runs up on the board so far through 2 innings.
Yes, we say so far.
And Maumelle now on their 4th pitcher of the evening. Makes you wonder kind of maybe if Hankins was on a pitch count from earlier in the week, or because he was throwing well. So Simon Abel to the plate. First time to the plate tonight with nobody on board. Looks at a pitch that comes inside for ball 1. Ooh, it's a strike call on
a little up there.
A little? I think that was a generous use of the word little. 1-1 the count. Ooh. Wow. The other one was a little up. That looked like it was a little outside. Two and two the count. So earlier in the week, Maumelle defeated Parkview 12-0 and 20-0, getting a taste of their own medicine here tonight. Get high to the right side, and we'll go out of play. In case you couldn't hear that.
Yeah, that was and it wasn't a car.
Nope. up high, and the count goes to 3-2.
That's how I found it the first time, so
Gap.
Hit well and down into right center field. Should be a. Well, he's going to slide in anyway, but throw was a little bit offline. He could have been a stand-up double, but nonetheless, it is a leadoff double. And Conway Wampus Cats get the leadoff man on board again.
Nice job by the center fielder there of catching. He kind of backhanded that. If not, that was going to roll to the wall.
Whoa.
Heard a lot of things in my days, but I don't think I've ever heard of Michael. What's that?
A
Wham song.
Wham walk up.
A Wham walk up song.
Wham walk up. So Kean Brown will come to the plate with a runner at second and nobody out. The bottom of the third inning, and Conway leading by a score of 14-0. Pitch is up high, ball one.
Ooh.
Hit hard to the left side, but foul. Not by a whole lot.
No, King got his hands around on that one.
I got home last night, and Georgia Tech, that's what I was but that's so they're really good this year. So they're playing Cal, who's in Atlanta.
Gets the strike call on the outside corner. That plate has expanded about 3 inches
on both sides.
Yeah, for Wampus Cat hitters. One ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second, nobody out. And that should, nope, not going to drop. Caught by the right fielder.
Looked like it might drop.
Yeah, it did come off the bat, but had a little more carry on it than I thought it did when it first came off the bat. So Carter Crow will come to the plate.
Next up for the Wampus Cats, number 9, Carter Crow.
So Carter Crow comes to the plate with a runner at second and 1 out. Hit hard to the left side, but foul.
You can stall a second if you want to on a foul ball.
It was on a rope, too.
Yeah.
That one was a little bit.
He kept that head down on that one.
Anyway, Cal had one camera line on plate. That was it. Really? It was trash. One shot.
So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 runner on board.
It kind of blew my mind. And they got students that can make do that.
That strike zone has expanded.
Yes, it has.
So strike 2 to Carter Crow.
Take some of that revenue sharing money that some of you and just put up to at least 2 cameras. Well, you can handle 4 probably pretty easily.
Hit hard.
That's over.
And gone. Carter Crow puts it over the left field wall. And the Wampus Cats have 16 on the board on a 2-run home run by Carter Crow. Smacked that one. You could hear it off of the bat. First home run of the night. And a 16-run tally already for Conway. Just the, I believe, 6th home run of the season for Conway.
Brady Bishop.
Hitting now for Williams is number 19, Brady Bishop, sophomore.
Bishop looks at a pitch up high.
So
And guess what? Hit by pitch. The 6th of the night, I believe, for Conway.
It's going to be.
Next up for the Wildcats. Number 6, Whit Griffin.
Griffin will come in to hit for Max Holland. First pitch ball. Hit well to the left side, but underneath it is he dropped it in left field. So dropped the ball in left field, puts runners at first and second. Still with one out. Conway already with 2 up on the board. Now gives Sean Cover some ducks on the pond, right?
Yeah.
Shortstop number 18, Sean Cover.
That's true. That's a great idea. Or even just some threat. Even something for their resume. Yeah.
Ooh. Pitch up high. Pie rolling the rim of that batting helmet. Now, I'm just going to say this. This is not that intentional, unintentional.
Yeah, well, it's one out. It possibly could be.
It's like, don't throw him anything near the zone. Well, he did go after it that time.
Either that or he's not listening.
Or he missed.
Yeah.
Coach, I tried. He swung at it and fouled it off. Yeah, well, don't do it again, okay? Because he'll put it over that conference champion signs in left center. Inside, ball 3. Thought I saw a little of the Jersey movie with that one.
I did too.
No, Sean, he didn't want. That's not how he wants to.
No, not at all.
Got him to foul that one off. Takes the count to full, 3-2 with 1 out. Runners at first and second. 2 already across here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Conway leading 16-0. Warrior. It was high and foul.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Isaac Warrior on the hill. Pitches. Sean's like, are you kidding me? Really, are you kidding me? Calls him out.
Next up for the Wildcats, number 11, Will Upton.
Will Upton will come to the plate for Conway. Hits it hard. Center fielder squeezes it for the 3rd out. 2-run score on a 2-run home run by Carter Crow. And after 3, Conway leads 16-0. Back after this on Cat Country. New pitcher on the bump. Case Clausen comes in to pitch for the Wampus Cats. Clausen, a 6'3", 198-pounder junior. The right-hander. Again, Conway will take the show on the road Tuesday night, as all of the conference games are on Tuesday night. Or all the conference games on Tuesday night are on the road. The way that the conference schedule plays out this season for Conway. So a trip to Jonesboro on Tuesday, and then Jonesboro will come back down and return the favor on Thursday night here at Wampus Cat Field.
Leading off for the Hornets, Roger Claret.
Roger Claret, the center fielder for Maumelle, will lead things off for the Hornets here in their half of the third inning. So Case Clausen on the hill for Conway here in the top of the fourth. A couple of balls to start off the at-bat.
I think they got a JV game tonight, too.
Maumelle may say, look, I don't have any pitchers for a JV game.
Yeah, no joke. So, yeah. Varsity and junior varsity.
That's in there for a called strike. Count goes to 3-1. Good looking pitch too, right in on the hands. Not much you could do with that one as a hitter. Puts the bat on that one, but high to the infield. And Sean Cover calls everybody off, says, I got this one. And he does. For the first out in the inning. Cicero at second now.
Now batting number 2, Brody Rochelle.
Simon Abel at third. Sean Cover at short. And Willie Voss at first base.
Rock this. Let it go more flesh.
And the first pitch to Max Milligan is the ball. He's a big kid, too.
He's a very big kid.
No. A nice two, yeah. Here it's not really an issue because we sit up high.
And
it's like control. We're down low and we're in the sun.
check that. That's Rochelle. That's what I thought. I read it wrong. Rochelle puts it in right field for out number 2. Now it's Max Milligan. I was going to say, he was awful tall and big for a shortstop at this level.
Max Milligan.
Now Max Milligan will come to the plate. He is the shortstop for the Bryant Hornets, the Maumelle Hornets. Strike called. 2 outs in the inning. Conway leading 16-0. That's high to the left side and will go out of play. The 0-2 pitch. Up high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the inning. Up high, ball 2. 2-2-2. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hit to Cover. A little bit of a slow roller. Over to first in time to Willie Voss for out number 3. 1, 2, 3. Down go the Hornets here in the top of the 4th. The bottom of the 4th on the way next here on Cat Country.
Hey, it's Brooke here, and at Chris Crane Hyundai, we've got a huge selection of pre-loved vehicles like never before. Late models loaded with new technology? Check. Payments to fit any budget? Check. Silverados, Civics, Broncos, and more. Check, check, check. Thanks that love to say yes? You know it.
Our pre-loved inventory has never been better than now. Come.
It looks like possibly another new pitcher out there. No, Levi Warrior. Well, yeah, Levi Warrior. He moves from behind the plate to out on the rubber. And the new catcher is number, I'm going to say that's a 13 underneath there. Cash Keithley.
Looks like Trenton Cup will be batting for Conway.
Gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke or to light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be.
Levi Thompson.
Levi Thompson, I read it wrong.
This is killing me as a smile ran away from his face, but I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place.
Again, a reminder that we will be on the road Tuesday night at Jonesboro. And Jonesboro will be back here on Thursday. Then a trip to Robinson a week from tonight. Jonesboro in that part of that log jam up top of the conference standings. Currently up there
Leading off for the Wampus Cats
with Cabot.
Number 17.
Conway technically not tied for the lead in the conference because they have played 2 less conference games. But that's just technically speaking.
I love technically.
And that one skips up and
That hit the umpire.
hit the man with the blue shirt on. He's going, come on, guys. Give me a break.
I think they're overthrowing. The last couple ones I've seen have.
Conway at 5-1 in conference play, 11-2 overall. Cabot 7-1 in conference play, and Jonesboro 7-1 in conference play. Cabot 11-2 overall, and Jonesboro 12-3 overall. Hit hard, but right fielder's there to snag it for the first down of the inning.
That was hit on the nose by Levi.
Yep.
Next up for the Wampus Cats, number 21.
Amos Bartley to the plate now.
Love that name, Amos.
Wanted to swing at the first pitch, laid off
He
it.
did. He did.
Good thing, though, because it was a ball alone. Pitch is outside, ball 2. Bottom of the 4th inning. Conway leading 16-0. Pitch is outside. The count goes to 3-0.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah? You're like, yeah.
Cool.
And hit batter number 6 on the night.
That was no doubt about that one. He almost threw that one behind him.
So,
number 26, Lee McConnell.
Lee McConnell will come to the plate for Conway. Now runner at first and 1 out in the inning. Looks at a called strike 1. I think Levi Warrior got tired of being behind the plate for so long in that first inning. It's like, man, coach, let me go out on the hill and stretch my legs a little bit. And down to first base will be McConnell for the 7th hit by pitch batter here tonight. Now to put runners at first and second.
Next up for the Wampus Cats, number 1, Colson Ashcraft.
Number 1 on the field, the number 1 in your hearts. Isn't that the way the saying goes? Something like that?
Yeah.
Colson Ashcraft will come to the plate. Would he shine up those shoes?
I tell you what, he did. He is. Those been through the washer.
Yeah. They hit the biz bag. Runners to first and second. 1 out in the inning. Pitch is up high, ball 1. Clint didn't want to give him my hot dog out there.
Well, heck no. You think Daddy ain't going to give him nothing? Hard time.
No, he wouldn't give me.
Oh, he wouldn't give you one. Oh, yeah. I got you.
It's in there for a strike. He said, well, I don't know that these are done. I said, trust me, they're done enough. He said, well, I don't want you coming back over here and telling me I gave you a bad dog. I said, nah, I just say that on the radio. But wouldn't come tell you, but and it was a good dog. Runners advanced on a pitch that goes to the backstop. Now runners at first and second with 1 out. Takes the double play out, or the traditional double play anyway. Hit well, and that may drop. It does. That'll score a run, and Ashcraft with an RBI single. Makes it 17-0 now for Conway.
Next up for the Wampus Cats, number 15, C.J. Gibson.
Well, C.J. Gibson will have a chance to hit for himself instead of hit and run for himself instead of just running here tonight. The lefty comes to the plate with runners at the corners and 1 out in the inning. 1 already across for Conway on their 9th hit of the evening. Hit to the right side through the gap. That'll score a run. Good job by Gibson.
Nice hit there.
Ashcraft goes all the way to third. He never even thought about laying off of the brakes coming around second. I mean, there was never a doubt he was going to third. Ryder Cook will come to the plate. Conway leads 18-0 now on their 10th base hit of the evening.
The other quarterback.
The other quarterback, exactly. Pitch is outside for ball 1. Throw over, and
I don't think you're going to get him.
No. Especially when he's like
on the back.
Foot and a half off the bag with his right foot that is the only one that's not on the bag. Fouled off to the left side. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at the corners.
Be interesting. There's 3 fast runners out there right now. We know Colson put them down. Gibson, he can run. So it'd be interesting to see because we know Cook can run. So.
Yep.
Yeah, if you had a method to where you got it.
The pitch. Took something off of it and found the strike zone as well.
And hung up there a little bit.
Hey, curveball. Steps off the rubber per second, resets, re-engages. Off the end of the bat.
No.
Is that here your way?
I parked over there, but you.
Especially this week. Crappy week.
Pitches outside, takes it to 2-2.
Kind of get through a base, too.
Ryder Cook at the plate for Conway. Runners at first and third. 1 out in the inning, 2 already across here in the bottom of the 4th. Conway leads 18-0.
He was not at third base.
I'd hit him.
It had to have.
That would hit him.
He's a quarterback. He's used to being hit.
I swear that hit him.
It did too. I thought so. It hit something. It's off the bag and it's a walk for Ryder Cook.
Maddox forward.
Number 23, Maddox Ford.
Maddox Ford will come to the plate with the bases loaded and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Conway leading 18-0. Right back up the middle. That'll score 2. I know the speed on the bases. They're going to try to get him at home, but that was a futile effort.
Oh, Maddox hit that right back where it came from.
It's square. A couple more runs across for Conway. Runners at first and second now with still 1 out. 20-0 our score. Max Voss will come to the plate. I'm glad you're keeping the book because I have no idea where we are in the lineup.
We're at Culver's spot.
Okay. I thought we'd be in that neighborhood. And that's going to get away, and the runners will advance another 90. And leave first base open. Runners now at second and third. Again with 1 out.
Wonder if we're trying to get a lot of these batters in here right now and not play a JV game.
I'm thinking that might be the case. Where they just started the JV game with a 10-0 lead.
Yeah.
One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at second and third. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. 20-0 in the score. They're going to say that he went.
That's what happens to you when you're up 20-0.
Yeah.
They don't even check. They don't even check the swing.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Voss at the plate. Down low. 2-2. Conway taking care of business here on this Friday night non-conference matchup. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him to swing at an inside pitch.
Next up for the Wampus Cats, number 16, Jackson Cole.
Jackson Cole will come to the plate now with 2 outs and runners at second and third. Here in the home half of the 4th inning. Skips up there, ball 1. So again, Conway will be back out on the road Tuesday night at Jonesboro. Bring you that game here on Cat Country. It's going to be fouled out of play. Now we'll get a pinch runner. Going to second base is that Will Upton? Looked like 11. Doesn't look like Will from here. Catches the outside corner.
I'll run my phone out by there watching Arkansas get beat. Turn her down.
I'm not saying I'm a fair weather fan, but I give up until they give me a reason to pay attention. 2-2 to count, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Count goes full.
A whip on that one. A little bit of whip.
The 3-2 pitch. Outside down to first base. And a walk will load him up. Bring to the plate.
That's number 20, Keelan.
Keelan Harper. Base is loaded, 2 outs. Harper puts the bat on the ball. Is going to be in the field of play and caught by the first baseman to end the inning. But Conway puts 4 more across. Back with the top of the 5th. After this, Conway leads 20-0 here on Cat Country.
The community.
Put Griffin at first.
Amos Bartley at third. Shortstop, it looks like Simon Abels moved over to that position. And at second base is Jackson Cole.
And we got Bishop. Brady Bishop will be out in left field. And
I think that's Mr. Gibson in center field.
It is Gibson, and then Levi. Yes, Levi Thomas will be your right fielder.
So there you go.
We did a pretty good job of that.
Yeah, not bad for a couple old guys with old eyes. Well, I'm old. You're still young.
Well, I'm old, bub.
No. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Conway 3 outs away from securing the victory on officially. It's going to be hit well to the left side, but underneath it, squeeze 4, out number 1 in left field.
Bishop gets a little action out there.
Now batting number 8, A.J. Barber.
A.J. Barber will come to the plate now.
So we're going to get any rain tonight?
Well, we'll get rain tonight. I don't think we're in danger of getting anything here in the very near future. Nothing showing up on radar yet in the overall general vicinity. That's called strike 2. Some showers down around Hot Springs, around Camden and Texarkana and that area, but
it's weird how it's moving northeast, it looks like a little bit.
yeah. But then I think that line's going to come over from Oklahoma. That's going to travel more due east. And that's what will bring us our rain.
Ooh. I'm glad my wife got her yard mowed.
A nice over. Hit to short. In time at first base. Hit deep to short. Good job by Abel to secure, then fire it over in time at first base. That's one of those that sometimes could turn into an infield hit.
Yeah, as far as he back there, you mean as far as he was back.
Back there on the grass.
Oh, yeah. Get a bad hop or something.
2 outs as the lights come on.
Wow. No sense in them warming up. They just popped on. Tim Roach must have turned those on.
In there for strike 2. Does not. He wanted to. He that umpire, he thought about it. He's like, nah. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on board. And honestly, Eric, except for the first 2 batters who got to second and third back in that first inning,
that's it.
That's the only action they've had out there. Strike 3. That does it. Wampus Cats take care of business here this afternoon. A 20-0 victory over Maumelle. We'll come back and recap it right after this on Cat Country.
This school year, our sights are
Let's
set
recap it.
where champions for kids are made. From award-winning academics to dedicated teachers and top athletics, our students shine bright. Stay connected, track events, and never miss a moment with the Conway Public Schools app. Ready to lead, learn, and grow. A proud past and a promising future awaits. 6 legs strong. Be a part of the Wampus Cat family because in Conway, every child is a champion. Visit us online and join the tradition of excellence today.
Hey, it's Brooke here, and at Chris Crane Hyundai, we've got a huge